All right, so we're headed out on a pretty crazy recovery today. All we know that a Dodge truck made it down a restricted trail that's 50 inches wide. They went around a barrier. Now they're at the bottom. There's no coming out the bottom. It's got to come back out the top. So we're going to go up and scope it out, see what we need to do to get that thing back up to the top of the trail. Guy got stuck, called search and rescue. They went up and got him and recovered his entire family. They left the truck. Supposedly the truck is strapped from falling. So we got the coordinates from our good buddy over at the US Forest Service because it is blocking the trail, and it's an ATV trail, not a truck trail. So we stopped at Adventure's first stop, Maverick. You might wonder why we've got a four-wheeler strapped on back. This is a legitimate 50-inch trail. Our Can-Am is not 50 inches. So we're gonna take the Can-Am and we're gonna try to get it to it. We may end up abandoning the Can-Am and just getting there on a true 50-inch machine. So that's why Hillbilly's gonna be on his ATV. Oh, and look at that. Boom! We're back in Utah. So he's got his Rockstar Boom, whipped orange.
It's disgusting.
So disgusting. All right, so we're headed to beautiful Mayfield, Utah. That's the bottom of 12 Mile Canyon here in central Utah. We're gonna be going down the Pinchot Trail, and we're gonna be offline. So we're gonna be using our onX Maps, offline map to get there. We're gonna be tracking it, showing you guys where we're headed. onX just came out with a cool new feature with its 3D mapping. So you can actually look at your map in 3D. It's pretty neat. I'm excited to show you guys this new feature from onX Maps where you can actually see your terrain in 3D. The cool thing about this 3D option is you can take a look at the terrain and make sure that it's something that you are capable of going on. It's a super cool new feature. onX is your go-to tool for finding trails off-road and knowing where you are when you are off-roading. With over 6,500 off-road trails, you are able to tap anywhere on the map to get an understanding of where you can legally off-road. Download offline maps so you can see where you are even without cell phone service. The GPS lets you know where you are on the map, and lastly, you can build and share your off-road trips with your friends. Zoom in and out and check out your next adventure in 3D. Make sure and click the link in the description, save yourself 20% off of your new Elite membership for onX Maps. It says it's going to be about an hour and 45-minute drive. We're 21 miles up there, so once we get to the base of the canyon, we'll download our offline map, we'll get prepared, and we'll head up there. So we've got two ATVs, we've got the Can-Am, already beat to crap, and we got the four-wheeler that's not beat to crap. So we're gonna try to get it down to the truck, see what it's gonna take to recover that thing. But we have some things in our bag of tricks that we might be able to extract this with two ATVs. Not 100% sure. Today is just a recon mission. But we might be able to get it out.
I think we can do it.
Your little baby four-wheeler winch that's about to break off, you think it'll do it?
Hey, if it breaks off, it gives me a reason to actually fix it instead of just want to. Right now, it's want to.
So we got Steve in the back with us, and we've got the boss with us today, per usual. So we'll be up to the mouth of the canyon here in a minute. Hopefully there's a parking spot soon. Hillbilly says there is, so I'm gonna believe him. This is a 50-inch ATV. This was not a 50-inch. We're gonna try to take this not 50-inch machine on a 50-inch trail with a 50-inch ATV. But a truck made it. So we might try to go through the bottom. I don't think it's gonna work, but Hillbilly wants to try it. So we're gonna go through the bottom, go check out the truck. If we can't get through the bottom, we'll go all the way to the top and come back down in. So from here to the truck, it's 2 miles through the bottom. But if we go through the top and back down, we're 14 miles. So there's a big difference. But the truck's not coming out the bottom. There's no way. All right, so we made it to the Pinchot Trail trailhead. Now this is a 50-inch trail. So if you look right there, my Can-Am is too big. That ATV will come right through this. We do have special permission from the US Forest Service to go around. Somebody else has already done it illegally. They've stacked rocks, they've climbed over it. So we are gonna go over that, but we do have permission doing this. So don't try to take your vehicles on restricted trails that are too big for the trail.
This trail is so small. Like, truck should definitely have not came out down it. And it is a little sketchy for us too. It is so teeny tiny.
There is absolutely a reason this is a 50-inch trail.
Yeah.
It's nice views.
I'm not really sure how they're gonna get past this. Robbie says very carefully, so I'm sure it will be fine, but I don't know how anybody goes on this trail even on a four-wheeler. It's pretty sketchy.
Make it hard, you're clear.
Holy crap! Nope.
The road's washed out. Yeah, you're getting out too. What?
Maybe
So
we
I'm
should-
gonna have to do this by myself?
I trust you, but I don't trust the road.
Okay, well, I'm doing this myself.
I don't even think the road trusts itself. There's a rock on your, like right here. I don't know if it will make a difference.
Where's the rock at?
He's saying risk it or winch it. I am saying we're gonna winch it, not risk it.
It felt like my back end fell in.
I think it did.
Okay, you better go watch him, make sure he can get past.
He's already passed.
Oh, well, because he's on a tiny four-wheeler. There's no way. We're going back out the top. Screw this. I don't know what people are thinking. Don't go off trail. I mean, be responsible. This ruins it for everybody because at some point, the Forest Service will want to shut stuff down, and let's just recreate responsibly. So we should be there soon.
Gosh.
All right, so we made it to the truck. Let's go assess it and see what it looks like, but it's on a hairpin turn and here's a cliff.
Looks like they tried to use a jack to get it up. They have dog food here, a fire. Looks like they burned their book to get the fire.
Tire's hanging off the edge.
How much liquid courage did they have?
I have no idea, but
Just wait.
let's go check it out.
There's a fire pit up here.
Oh, they took this pretty serious.
Yeah, they burnt their books.
So, unfortunately, these people got stuck. They did have to call search and rescue, so we're grateful that they were able to start a fire. Nobody died in this situation, which we're super happy about, but just try not to get yourself into a situation like this. This is not fun. I mean, it's fun for us because we get to go and do this as a job, but if you're stuck in the mountains overnight, make sure you're prepared.
And do not take your truck down a four-wheeler trail.
A 50-inch wide trail.
So is that holding it up?
Between that and that, well, that's not holding up.
We got a handyman holding it. We got this little tree holding it up. Oh, good thing they got that latched on. So we've got some cool recovery gear. I'm thinking we just go ahead and try to do it with the ATVs.
Can we bring a jumper?
Guess what?
We'll use a four-wheeler battery if we have to.
I was gonna say in my
We'll
pack,
pull it out.
I have in my pack. I have jumper cables.
Oh, good. We'll jump it off the four-wheeler. All right, let's see if this thing starts.
You want me to start loading all this in the back?
Yeah,
While we're
let's
figuring out how we're gonna
get all
anchor
their
it?
stuff loaded up. Let's get all their stuff loaded up, get everything cleaned up, and then we'll start figuring out if we want to recover this.
They might have a sledgehammer. We could build our own anchor point. Concrete bar, hold it. Oh, hey. I think this is so when they get bored, they can play PlayStation.
Oh, nice. Or run a submarine.
Maybe they're trying to control this with the controller.
Hey, the blinker's on. So here's the worst of it. We got this wheel coming off the side. We got a handyman jack over here holding it. So we've got to get that truck back on the trail.
I know what the problem is.
Ain't got no gas in it.
No,
What?
they was going on not Onyx.
Oh, they used a different mapping system, probably Google or something. So anyway, they would have had Onyx. They would have been able to find their way down because it tells you the size and restrictions of the trails. One crappy thing is we got to bring the Can-Am right here and somehow have to get it turned around so we can use the winch.
There's a handsaw in there,
Is there?
so we can handsaw some of these.
Good. Well, we got Huckleberry Finn here. So Huckleberry's gonna get his axe in his... Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit you. So Huckleberry Finn over here is gonna get the axe out and he's gonna start chopping some wood.
Robbie was like, yeah, we'll just take the truck there. No way. No way was a truck fit in there.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna be using our new Yankum ropes, winch in a box. We're gonna show you guys what that is. That's a series of pulleys and our new winch line that we're gonna extend off of the front of this. You might think we're crazy trying to use this Can-Am, because first of all, it's light, has a small winch, and we're trying to pull a full-size pickup back up on the road. But with the pulley system that Yankum Ropes has come up with, you guys are gonna be impressed. Now, this is my first time,
So they might not be impressed.
so you might not be impressed, but you might. But I think what we need to do is tie the Can-Am off to those trees, get this stationary, and then we'll get the winch stuff out and we'll figure out where to pull it. And we're gonna do a series of cables.
Too bad there's not any big trees anywhere.
Way up there.
Are you climbing all the way up there?
Nope.
I'm gonna pull the winch in a box out and lay it out and show you guys what we're up against. So this is a winch in a box. We're gonna pull out all the pieces and we're gonna figure out how to use it. So Yankum Ropes has come up with this new pulley system and you can go through it and back and around and all sorts of cool stuff. We can do a 4-to-1 pull. In this kit from yankumropes.com comes with 2 pulleys. It even comes with the winch line that's required to do the pull. And this has a loop on each end. All right, so here's what we've got. We've got our safety sling in through the hitch because we just want to pull this back end up. We've got our double wrapped soft shackle through the eyelet on the small side. We're gonna be doing 1 soft shackle through this as well. This is how we're gonna get the 4-to-1. It's gonna deadhead to itself once we get the winch line all the way through. So I'm gonna push this all the way. I'm just gonna push this through. We're gonna have this ready so when we bring our winch line around, we can deadhead it to it. So now what we've got to do is we got to hike up this mountain. So we're gonna hike up, find somewhere to anchor off to, get a bunch of strap extension down to it so that all of our pulling is right in this area. We only need to move this truck about 5 feet to get it back up on the road. So Demry's fell about 15 times, so she's gonna stay at the bottom and make sure that the truck doesn't drive away. All right, so we have 5 trees here. Hillbilly's gonna go to the top, feed it down to me, and we're gonna tie off around the base of all this group of trees. All right, so we were able to get around it. We're gonna use our big huge python to hook it. This will be the base of our tie off. We got our first strap on.
You want a single loop or double loop?
Single. And then we're gonna use this extension on it. And then we're gonna have to most likely bring a rope up and extend out. So we need like super duper long rope for a strap. I need 1 soft shackle. It's gonna have a little bit of stretch. Should we unwind our winch line and see?
See if it'll reach.
Yeah, we could do 1 more sling, grab a sling out of there, get 1 more sling extension down, and then put our pulley up here. That'll give us tons of room to let our winch line out of the Can-Am. See your best cowboy. Look at you. Should have played baseball. So this is where we're gonna put our next pulley. So bring a long soft shackle. So now we're gonna double up our soft shackle here. This is gonna be where we start our 4-to-1 pull. Go. Hold it. So we have our 4-to-1 pulley system set up. Now we've got at least 20 feet of pulling power, which in turn should bring this truck up. So what we're gonna do, this is the triangle you don't wanna be in. So I'm gonna get out of it. I'm gonna get in the Can-Am and I'm gonna start reeling it in and see what this does. Hillbilly's gonna be over here watching. We're gonna have a camera up here and a camera up here. Out of the way. So Demery, I probably want you over here. Steve, up here. Okay, you're moving it. It's starting to slowly move. Okay.
The tree is cracking like crazy too.
The tree's breaking.
Hillbilly, we got one chance. So what I want is I want you in the truck in 4-wheel drive. Okay? Got it. We got one chance before all 5 of those trees break off. We're just gonna do this slow, okay?
It's only 2-wheel drive.
It's only
Hey.
2-wheel drive.
Put it in gear. Probably put it in reverse. Ready? I'm gonna back up a little, okay?
So Robbie now needs to tie off the Can-Am because this truck is a little heavier than I think we thought.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the handyman and try to lift the pumpkin up a little bit and then we'll winch it some more. We might do that a few times. But with just a Can-Am, it's working. Okay.
It's rolling forward.
So they have to winch it because
Yeah,
the truck
it's
is starting to roll forward as Hillbilly is lifting it up.
It's still sliding down the hill. Hey, Paul.
They're taking the extension out because there's too much line and we don't have any more winch line.
All right, so I'm sitting in the Can-Am. We've got Steve up top pulling on the winch line. Hillbilly's taking an extension out of our winch line, and we're gonna try this again, but it's working. We just found out that this truck is a 2-wheel drive, so getting it out of here is gonna be fun. But we're gonna get it back up on the road at least, and see if we can't get it up the trail.
Hey, Paul.
All right, so let's hit that handyman one more time all the way to the end of it. And
You
then
don't hit it. It's metal. It hurts.
well, I gotta do this. And then I think a couple more times and we'll be up.
The passenger tire may be bent. We are unsure.
Passenger tire is bent, bottom is bent out.
I'm hoping it's just the tire itself from hitting the dirt berm, so it's causing it to do this and not the rim or the axle bent. Let's do one more.
Okay.
We can change the tire on the passenger side.
Oh, good.
Ready?
All right,
I
we're
think
up.
we're on the road.
How far can I go back?
Roughly 5 feet-ish.
I want you to go get in that, and I'm gonna back up 5 feet, and then we're gonna disconnect everything. All right, so I just want to talk to you guys about this. Could we have got our skid steer in here? Probably. It would have been a terrible 21-mile loop to get it in here. It's a little wider than 50 inches. It would have been sketchy. Ultimately,
3 hours of drive.
yeah, 3 hours of driving probably, because it took us an hour to go 5 miles on another recovery. But with the help of the Can-Am, its baby winch, and a 4-to-1 pulley system from Yakum Ropes, I want to show you guys this line, how it looks after doing a full-size recovery. This is real world. This isn't ideal, but we set this up the best we could. I want to point out that none of this winch line is damaged. And we just did a hard pull. Maxed out that winch, 4 times that, so we're probably pulling, I would say we're probably somewhere in the neighborhoods of 15 to 20,000 pounds of pulling force. I'd use a handyman jack. We got this truck back up on the road. So here's our winch. Here's our pull side. No heat, no melting, no nothing. That line looks brand new. You can see we've got it set up. We're going around the outside. Here's our main line, goes down, doubles around that pulley right down there, comes back up, comes through our middle ring, Look at that, no melting. Goes back down and it deadheads off to the other pulley. And that's a successful 4-to-1 pull. Next time we'll show you guys, you don't even actually need a winch. You can do a bumper pull recovery with this 4-to-1 pulley system and winch line. There's a hook on each end. You can literally put it on your receiver, soft shackle it out, do your pulleys, and use your vehicle to pull. You just need to be anchored off of something that's heavier than the vehicle you're trying to pull. First time I've ever used it, and I'm pretty happy with it. None of the trees broke. Got a little bit of bark exposed, but these trees anchored it down like we needed.
Stay off your brakes as much as possible. Yes, we did.
There's a bush right there. You're hitting it with the bumper. Put that rock under there.
All right, now, let me try.
The real question I have is, why would anyone take a 2-wheel drive truck on a trail like this? It's so bad.
Not only is it 2-wheel drive, it has bald tires.
This guy's lucky you made it this far.
Yeah.
Might be enough.
Come back.
Oh!
The bumper's gonna come off. So this right here is just the first sketchy place. I don't know how many more there's gonna be in this trail. Everybody's trying to get this turned around.
Okay, come on.
Since this thing's a 2-wheel drive, just as far as it'll make it. So we're gonna use the Can-Am and try to pull it. I don't even know about that.
They have a farting animals coloring book.
Oh, nice.
You wanted to color while you're up there.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Getting the Can-Am hooked up to the front of the truck so that way we don't have another incident where it slides off. Before he spins, it's going to want to go down on the downhill side, which will put us in the same predicament they were in before. To prevent that, we're hooking up the Can-Am so there's double the pulling. Come up, less spinning for the truck, and it'll just track right behind us. Did you trust the sway link?
Go for it.
See what this does.
So we're just about in the same position, just opposite. So I made Hillbilly stop. We're gonna try to get this up without falling off, but it's about to go off. Handyman Jack, push it sideways. And we'll try it again. Whoa. Okay, let me get in position again.
Steve is now putting the jack down because I think it was holding it from going.
Dang it, it went the wrong way. We're so close.
It's moving. It's moving. It's on the ground.
So right here is everything that we were up against. This sloughing off, this being loose up top. The two main things, this truck's a two-wheel drive and it has ball tires. So you can see we took the tires up high while we were winching. We were able to have the back follow it around, and we're past this point. But now we have like 7 more miles back up to the trailhead. It's not over yet. The first obstacle is finished. Actually, the first 2 obstacles. First 3. First obstacle was getting here. Second one was getting it down the road and turned around. Third one was getting it back around this turn. So we're exhausted. But now we're going out. Say,
I want to know what they were thinking, because there's so many places they could have turned around.
yeah, at what point was this a terrible, terrible idea?
Like, what were they gonna do? Get to the bottom and then have to go all the way back around?
Yeah, that. And the guy told me on the phone, oh, I could just go back up there and drive it out. No, you couldn't. I mean, you can once you get it turned around, but that was difficult for us. Anyway, we're making it out. Two-wheel drive or not. And the door, check this out. No shutty. I've drove some rattle traps. I think this might take the cake. But, knock on wood, it's driving out. So let's just hope it makes it to the top.
2 roads. We're taking this way. Robbie has Onyx. Hopefully it's right.
And he should be the leader.
All right, so we've come to a fork in the road. And without our Onyx off-road offline map, I wouldn't have known which way to go. So luckily, I'm able to pull it up, look at it, and it shows us the route to get to the main trail. Just so you could see what I'm up against. Doors wide open. Oh look, we found the Beaver Dam snow course. That's cool. We live in some beautiful country, and it's nice to be able to come up here and do some recreational riding and check out the views. So, you guys should come to Sanpete County and check out what we have to offer. But don't go off trail like this guy. And if you do, it's tall.
You sure you don't want to back up and get another run at it as fast as you can?
This side caught a tree.
Same place. Come back.
I think you broke something.
What? You're not missing side by side. What?
He broke it!
Complete axle.
What's inside of there?
Huh?
What's that?
That is
Yeah.
grease.
Oh my.
All right, that's all she wrote. It's a little engine that could. Two-wheel drive just couldn't quite make it.
You know, we never wanted a nice Can-Am. We just needed one to break. It's not moving. This side is the only side moving.
Huh?
Driver's side is not moving.
Let's wrench out. Okay, back up. Great. All right, so we've got it all rigged up again. Try to get it up this little hill.
Well, whatever's broke is still broke. So they're taking it to the top, and then Hillbilly's gonna bring his four-wheeler up, and then we're gonna try and use the four-wheeler to bring the truck up. Oh man. So I'm not really sure how these people got their truck pass this way because there's a big rock in the middle. So we're trying to decide whether we should just go around because I guess there's another road, or if we should just keep trying.
So what we've decided is before we break anything, we're gonna go back down and take that other fork. And we're gonna take it up to a main road and see if that'll get us out of here. Before we break anything. Trying to be proactive here.
So far, this trail's a lot less rocky and a lot more flowery. Hopefully it stays that way. Oh, Hillbilly said this was easier. We're stuck. Robbie's stuck. Hillbilly's
2
gone.
seconds later.
Hillbilly just informed us. He didn't make it to the main road yet. So, the main road might be a little bit harder to get to than we know.
It's moving little by little. It's on this tree is why.
All right, so we drank all our drinks, we're out of food, and we're stuck. So Hillbilly's bringing this four-wheeler down, stuck on a log. So we're gonna try to drag the log out of here and then get going. Truck is right on it, so we've got it jacked up. We're hoping to get the log out from under it and go. Hit it again. Go again, it's moving it. So this is what had us hung up, this log. So we yanked and yanked and yanked with the four-wheeler. We got it to break, we sawed it. Now, hopefully we can get out of this mess. Big, dead log. All right, so I'm gonna try to pull this forward and see what it does. Victory! So now we got some in-truck camera of some rowdy stuff we gotta do. We were stuck for about 30 minutes on a log, but we got it cut, broke out, and now we're on our home stretch, we think. We're gonna go get Demery, hopefully get to the top of the road with no more craziness. I've never bebopped a two-wheel drive like this in my life. This is the craziest recovery in the world. Let's get up there.
Oh my gosh. He's stuck.
Making an executive decision. We're going to get the trekker and we're coming back to get this pile of crap.
Tomorrow.
Main road, boys! Help! We just found the main road and we are super excited about it. So this recon mission turned recovery, turned abandoned ship has been a good day. But we decided we're going down because it's 6:30 at night. Our kid's babysitter is done for the night. We're starving. We're coming back up with the trekker. We're gonna recover this thing. And we're bringing a cooler. We're bringing lots more drinks than we brought today. We're all dying. And food.
And don't forget gas, because I know that ain't gonna make it much farther.
I'll leave that up to you, Steve. Okay.